Okay, so you just graduated. Congrats. You're probably feeling this mix of excitement and, let's be real, maybe a little bit of panic. You've spent years learning, but now the real education begins. In this explainer, we're diving into the pretty powerful philosophy of a mentor named Papa Sam. Think of his ideas as a guide for what comes next, a totally different kind of education that starts the second you step off campus.
So you've got the degree, you ace the exams, awesome. But Papa Sam argues that having knowledge isn't the point. It's kind of useless unless you can actually apply it. The real test isn't what you know, it's what you can do with what you know.
I want you to forget everything you think you know about school. According to Papa Sam, the education that truly matters, the one that's going to shape your success, your character, and your wealth, is just getting started. This is your guide to the most important learning you'll ever do.
All right, so you're standing at this fork in the road, right? Papa Sam's whole philosophy boils this moment down to two fundamentally different paths for learning and for success. And the path you choose right now, well, it's going to define your entire career.
Let's break this down, because it's super important. On the left, you've got traditional education. That's the world you just left. The lessons come before the test. You study, you take the final. Simple. But look at the right. In what he calls the education for life, the test comes first. The challenge, the problem you have to solve at work, the real-world demand, that's the test. The lessons are what you learn by trying and, yeah, maybe even failing to solve it.
This just puts everything into perspective, doesn't it? All that time spent hoarding facts and figures, that's only 10% of the game. The other 90%, the part that actually creates success, is all about application. It's about turning what's in your head into real-world results. So what's driving these two different paths? Well, it all boils down to your mindset. It's not just about what you're doing, it's about how you're thinking. This slide lays out the core difference perfectly. The poor mindset isn't really about money. It's a consumer mindset. It's focused on getting, on receiving. It's the voice that says, I can't, and it's always looking outside for someone else to solve the problem. But the rich mindset, that's a creator mindset. It's all about giving, service, about the deep down belief that I can, and it looks inward to build intangible wealth. Things like your reputation, your skills. Let's be real for a second. When you're just starting your career, this is the default question, isn't it? What's in it for me? You're thinking about the salary, the benefits. It's totally natural. But that is the consumer mindset in action. But the creator mindset, it just flips the whole script. It asks, how can I contribute? How can I add value here? That one little question transforms you from someone who takes into someone who creates. And Papa Sam says when you do that, when you build that character, you don't just find opportunities, you literally attract them. Think of your degree, your skills, any money you've saved. They're just starting materials, raw ingredients. Real prosperity comes from action. It's about being resourceful and making the most out of every single thing you've got. Okay, this next idea might sound a little crazy, especially after spending years in a system where getting an F is the worst thing ever. But in the real world, Papa Sam argues that mistakes, challenges, and flat-out failures are where the most valuable learning actually happens. Hey, remember this number? That massive 90%? The part about actually applying knowledge? Well, that's where the miss happens. It's almost never perfect on the first try. It's a process of trial and error. And yeah, failure. That's not a bug in the system. That is the system. And this right here, this is what Papa Sam calls experiential knowledge. This is the kind of wisdom you just can't get from a textbook. It's earned in the trenches of real-world application, and it is infinitely more valuable than just theory. Wow, that's a pretty powerful statement, right? It suggests that our biggest growth spurts don't happen when things are easy. They happen when we're tested. What society might label a failure is often the very thing that forges our character and sets us on a new, much more powerful path.
This totally reframes how you should look at challenges. Every obstacle you overcome, every mistake you learn from, it's not holding you back. It's building your resilience, your competence, and what Papa Sam calls your personal power. They are the building blocks.
So where is all this leading? This whole creator mindset, learning from failure. What's the end game here? It's all designed to help you achieve one ultimate goal. And here it is. This is the destination. Becoming what Papa Sam calls a viable person.
And this isn't just about being employable. It's about becoming a true human asset. Someone whose mind, skills, and character are so developed that you can create your own opportunities and get what you want ethically and effectively.
So, what does one of these viable people actually look like? Well, they're not just smart, they're reliable, with a rock solid reputation for integrity. They're not just busy, they're competent. They don't shy away from problems, their character has been built by them. And most importantly, their focus is always on creating value for other people. You know that old saying, it's who you know? Well, that'll only get you in the door. True, lasting prosperity isn't about your network. It's about who you are, your character, your confidence, your viability. When you become that viable person, the right opportunities and the right people, they're drawn to you. All right, so we've got this new framework in mind. How do we actually, do it? Papa Sam sees life not as a chore, but as the absolute greatest game you will ever get to play. This right here, this is the ultimate empowerment. You are not a passenger in your own life. You are the architect, holding the blueprints. You are the creator, bringing those plans to life. And in the end, you are the benefactor, reaping all the rewards of what you've built. So here it is, your game plan, in 4 clear steps. Number 1, define your goals. Get crystal clear on what you truly want to have, do, and be. 2, give service first, always. 3, embrace every single challenge as a lesson. And 4, commit to building yourself every day into a viable person. So, as you step out into the world, the question isn't just, what job am I going to get? The real question is this: you are the architect. What will you build?